How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be talking a little bit more about another potential DLC fighter that lots of people think is going to be revealed tomorrow during the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct that is going to be presented by Masahiro Sakurai. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because there is a little bit of evidence which may actually support this character being the 5th DLC fighter, that does not mean that this character is going to be revealed tomorrow for 100% sure. So make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to the original posts in the description bar down below. And now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, this information was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Twitter, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Twitter as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitch and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, the information we're going to go ahead and take a look at comes from Forbes.com actually, so let's go ahead and take a look at it and find out if Dante is actually going to be the character that is going to be revealed during tomorrow's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. So guys, like I said, this information comes from Forbes.com and it is titled, "New Smash Bros. Character Coming in Nintendo Direct. Is it Dante?" It starts by saying Super Smash Bros. Ultimate casts a wide net, with basically any character that's ever appeared on a Nintendo console is a potential combatant no matter the genre and no matter the art style. That's been more or less true since the very beginning when Captain Falcon confused everyone by kicking Pikachu in the face. Speculation goes wild when Nintendo announces that a new character is coming, like it's going to do in a Nintendo Direct on January 16th, which is officially tomorrow. This time, however, it seems like we have an idea of who it might be: Devil May Cry's very own Dante. For one thing, Dante would be a very solid addition. He fits in with some characters that are already in the game, cutting an anime silhouette not unlike a Fire Emblem hero. And it's easy to imagine how his whole giant sword and demon power thing could be folded into a unique fighting style that still fits into the overall theme of the game. The original Devil May Cry also made a recent appearance on the Nintendo Switch, which definitely confirms his eligibility. Dante's voice actor also made some oblique comments the other day that seemed like he got excited about Smash but didn't want to violate any non-disclosure agreement. In addition, the official Devil May Cry Twitter listed January 16th as a date to watch in a tweet. So in the tweet from the Devil May Cry official Twitter, it says, "Mark these dates on your calendars: January 16th, January 30th, and February 13th. And then in the other tweet we see a special mini developer update on Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition for Nintendo Switch from producer Matt Walker. Now, what he says in that video, guys, is basically like the post says. They have some special stuff coming specifically and exclusively to the Nintendo Switch version of Devil May Cry 3, so yeah, there's some pretty big stuff coming. This tweet might not specifically refer to Dante being in Smash, of course. It's possible that this only refers to more information about Devil May Cry 3 on Switch, and that both this and the new unrelated Smash character will be showing up in the Nintendo Direct. But announcing Dante as a new character alongside Devil May Cry 3 info would be a pretty sensible thing to do, and so I'm still going to make my bet that this is what we're going to see. As usual, this could be way off base, but speculation has proven to be pretty reliable on things like this in the past, and there's enough circumstantial evidence to place a solid bet on this one. Even if Dante doesn't come around this time, it feels like we're bound to see him eventually. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So yeah, guys, obviously Dante is a character that we have really been talking about a lot recently because there has just been a ton of evidence sprouting up for him. First of all, and obviously this is probably the biggest piece of evidence, Devil May Cry 3 is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that this is the first time that a Devil May Cry game has ever made its way onto a Nintendo console, and that's actually something that's really special because the creator and as well as like CEO of the Devil May Cry franchise has actually said before that he doesn't believe that any character can get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate without having some kind of relationship to Nintendo, right? Now, obviously, that is not like a rule that I think that Sakurai or his team actually do have. I think that that's probably a rule that a lot of outside developers see. They're like, well, my character hasn't been on a Nintendo console before, so how would he ever get into Super Smash Bros? Like, they have to have some kind of relationship with Nintendo. However, guys, once again, I think that that's definitely just like a fan-made rule. If Sakurai and Nintendo really want to get a character into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they're going to get that character into Smash. And guys, if they don't already have a game on a Nintendo console, putting them into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is probably the best way to ensure that we're going to see some kind of other content on the Switch. I mean, think about it like this, guys. So Banjo-Kazooie was originally a Nintendo-owned character, or he was a character that had a really strong presence on Nintendo consoles. However, then his parent company, Rare, ended up getting bought out by Microsoft, so now he is technically a Microsoft character. However, guys, now that Banjo-Kazooie made his way finally into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, people all over the internet are speculating that Banjo-Kazooie is going to get some kind of representation in his very own Switch game, whether it be a remaster or a remake, or maybe even just the original games being put on the Switch. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but at least right now we are finally starting to have this kind of conversation because everybody would absolutely love to see another Banjo-Kazooie game. However, guys, once again, this is not the case with Dante because Dante already does have a game coming to the Nintendo Switch, being Devil May Cry 3, and not only that, guys, the Devil May Cry team once again has been pushing very hard, like, for Nintendo fans to go and pick up this game by adding in exclusive content. Now, once again, guys, we have no idea what this exclusive content is going to be. I mean, for all we know, it could just be like Dante could wear a Mario hat, or he could use Bowser in battle somehow. We really don't know what exactly Dante is going to be doing in terms of exclusive Nintendo content. However, guys, the fact that we're getting exclusive content in Devil May Cry 3, specifically and only on the Nintendo Switch, definitely means something to me at the very least. However, guys, let's also not forget that recently the voice actor for a character named V was on a podcast and he ended up leaking something about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, lots of people are saying that he just worded something really weird. Basically, what he said, for those of you guys who weren't already aware, was that he thought that if a character was going to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it was going to be Dante first and not end up being V, because obviously Dante is the face of the Devil May Cry franchise, and people thought that he was referring to Dante actually joining the game, but other people are saying that it's hypothetical, so for the time being, we're just going to assume that he was being hypothetical. But I think the absolute biggest piece of evidence that Dante is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at some point is the fact that the very first piece of new information that we're getting about the exclusive content in Devil May Cry 3 on the Nintendo Switch is happening tomorrow, which, for those of you guys who aren't aware, but I'm sure that all of you guys are if you're watching this video, that is the same day that we're getting the announcement of the brand new character. I mean, how cool would it be if Dante ended up getting revealed as the final character on the first Fighter's Pass, and then Sakurai ended up talking to the creator of the Devil May Cry franchise, and they talked about his series, and then they ended up playing, like, two Dantes versus each other in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That would be absolutely insane, and something I think all of the fans would really love to see, so, hey, make it happen, Sakurai. Dante would be a super cool character. However, guys, at the same time, let's not forget that both Sabi and Vergaman have said that Dante is not going to be the 5th and final character on the first Fighter's Pass, so yeah, you guys know that I believe that Sabi is the most credible Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaker, and basically what he says goes, so who knows? Like, he could be wrong, but I don't think he is, honestly. We'll probably see Dante join at some point. I just don't think he's going to be joining tomorrow. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comments section down below. Do you guys believe that Dante is going to be the 5th and final fighter that is going to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the first Fighter's Pass? Or do you guys think it's going to be a character that no one's even thought of yet? let me know in the comments section. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.